Hello, welcome for the reading for Monday. I don't know about you, but this weekend was full. I just couldn't get through everything I wanted to get through, so I had to just finally give up and be happy with what I accomplished and the time that I enjoyed. So, looking at the energies, I noticed in occurrence over the weekend what I would call spiritual competition energies, where different people, approached me wanting me to hear their viewpoints on religion or hear their viewpoints on what the best course of action was or the things that they were passionate about, which everyone that approached me was friendly and kind, easy conversations. It was just interesting how as I, own my own space and my own beliefs, and especially as I'm sharing them more and more with people, that I get that where people want to come in and share theirs with me. And so maybe it's not so much competition as reflection, but anyway, it was interesting to just be approached by so many different people of very different belief sets and religions wanting to talk about it out of the blue, in the middle of a store or at a parking lot. So that was an interesting thing I noticed. So, and looking at the energy on that, just take time to notice where you may go into resistance or fatigue or just shut down when people want to talk about their beliefs, whether it's religious or financial or anything, especially where it differs from yours. And notice whether you can have conversations and communication about it, or whether it puts you into a tailspin and makes you shut down. So that's the tidbit for today. We're going to be using the Angel Oracle cards by Doreen and Radley Virtue. My apologies. Doreen Virtue, Radley Valentine. Sometimes my mouth and my brain don't catch up with each other. We're just going to take some time to pray and set the intent that whoever needs to find this message will find it in divine timing, and that it will speak to them exactly what they needed to hear, whatever challenge they're facing. And it gives them perspective and clarity. Okay. So, feels like. And as usual, I'm just using my psychometry to pick the cards, because it's often quicker for me than others. And in addition to that, I use my clairvoyance. So anyway, we have 4 cards. Either means that there's a big story to tell, or there's very distinct energies that people are focused on and want to look at. And it actually looks like it may be 2 and 2. So let's see how this goes. First card we turned over is the 6 of Water. Normally this is a very nostalgic card, people looking back and reminiscing about the past and wanting to hold on to it, but actually what I see here is being drowned by the memories, overwhelmed by the past, what used to be, how you felt, occurrences, just, yeah, memories that you can't seem to let go of or move past, that play over and over and just either cause great grief and heartache or mental exhaustion. And I just see where, yeah, this is not a pleasant looking back. This is something that people are lost in. And you may be ready to move on from that and just don't know how. So I'm going to see what the other cards look like here. But and release. So, yes, whatever is holding you back in this memory, whatever puts you back in it, that experience, that thought, very often it is something that you are not able to forgive yourself for or forgive others involved. So forgiveness looks like a big key. Also looks like making room for the new. Part of the way to help release or move past it is by validating that it is in the past, and whether it's cleaning out, artifacts, that's a weird word, cleaning out artifacts that went with the time, physical objects, postcards, memories, photos, clothing. I keep seeing statues and lamps. But whatever goes with those memories, actually moving the physical reminders out and making space in your house, space in your heart, space in your mind for new things, and affirming that you're ready for new things will help you release. So take some time to ask for help and pray and take the steps that affirm that you're ready to move on and to release those memories that are so hurtful or keep you in such mental chaos. All right, on the other side, 8 of Fire, 8 of Wands. Things moving very quickly, things moving very snap, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. But the nice thing is that they're falling in place. So while you are moving quickly and having to get things done, and there's a press, people want things for you, it's very easy to move through them. They're all in alignment and they're going. However, you may feel tired. And it may be easy to be sucked into the demand of the next thing and the next thing. So be aware of how you're feeling physically, be aware of how you're feeling mentally, emotionally, all of those things. And, if things are just moving so fast, just pray or find the place where you can finish a certain set and take a moment to breathe, even if it's just 1 minute to breathe, or 5. Oh, and 8 of Water. Interesting, both are 8s. So I'll have to look at that here in a minute. 8 of Water very generally means looking at things that are challenging, but doing them anyway. Knowing that they're necessary, that you just have to go through them, and finding the inner resolve to just get through it, even if it's not something that you feel is going to bring you a lot of fulfillment, or you feel is not very enjoyable. They're just the things that you have to do. And I see for some of you, this is about putting to rest situations. And it may tie back into this, although it feels energetically pretty different, but it could be for some of you, in order to put things to rest, you have to go through the process of truly letting go, forgiving, or confronting. It's actually the energy I'm seeing here is it's confronting things within yourself without getting into confrontation with others. So it's looking at the parts that the responsibility of things that you had to play, the part you played in the event, looking at your actions and looking at what you have to do to resolve it or change it or bring it into a new place. And for some of you, that's going to touch your pride, and it's going to touch your just that place that doesn't want to compromise. But you're going to have to find it. You have to figure out how to do it anyway. So, I'm looking at the energy of the 8s here. That's interesting. It may be that, even though this is Monday's reading, that these two energies are going to be in play and not finish until August 8th, the Lion's Gate. Yeah, that's the strongest message I'm getting about the numbers 8, the 8. And just that these are the sowing and the reaping, that, you know, some of it's karmic reward and some of it's karmic payment. But either way, it's things moving in a direction that they need to go, and they're moving there clearly, even though you may not want to in some instances, and even though you may feel like you're out of time and just have to hurry and rush in others. Yeah, it's just about getting things done one way or the other. So, all right, so that is the reading for today, and I hope that it gave you some answers, some clarity, some things to look at, maybe an aha, a moment of perspective. So be blessed, and we will see you tomorrow.